Good morning students, it's Nuri here. I'm good and hope the same from your side. Students, in the last lecture we have done chapter subsets and I hope you have revised the exercise thoroughly. Now we are going to start our next topic, that is ratio and proportion, that we have done in previous classes 6th and 7th also. Let us start with the topic ratio and proportion. See, every year we are learning about the numbers and how to compare the numbers. We have learned two methods till now. In lower classes, we learned how to compare the numbers. When two numbers are given, we were checking and telling the one number is greater than the other or one number is smaller than the other. In second method, we tried in 6th and 7th class, one number is how many times the other number. It is called ratio. Like if I am telling x ratio y is equal to 1 ratio 2. Here both the terms must be of same kind. Means if x is my height, y is your height. Here if I am taking height, y is also about height. Not like it is height and it is weight. Both the terms should be of same kind. Now x ratio y is 1 ratio 2. It means x over y is equal to 1 by 2. So what is ratio? Ratio is comparison of two things in the terms of division. Here x over y is equal to 1 over 2. When we cross multiply, what we get? We get that y is equal to twice of x. It means y is 2 times of x. One number is how many times the other number? It is called ratio. So ratio is a comparison of two things in the terms of division. Next is proportion. In ratio, we have compared two terms. In proportion, we used to say four terms are in proportion, that is A, B, C and D. How four terms? Here we have taken two ratios. When two ratios are equal, equality of two ratios, it is called proportion. Equality of two ratios means A ratio B is equal to C ratio D. That is A over B is equal to C over D. When we cross multiply, it becomes AD is equal to BC. It means A multiplied by D is equal to B multiply C. For example, if you take A as 18 and B as 24, 18 ratio 24 is given as 21 ratio 28. Means this first ratio is same as second ratio. How? 18 by 24 is equal to 21 by 28. It means when you will cross multiply, it will be equal. First term will be equal to first term multiplied by last term. It will be equal to second term multiply third term. How? When you take 18 by 24, simplifying it, cancelling it with the table of 6, you got 3 by 4. And here it is common multiples of 7. So in the lowest term it is again 3 by 4. See, both the ratios are equal. It means when you cross multiply, product of means here 3 by 4, it is also equal to 3 multiply 4. So here comes the result. If four given terms are in proportion, it means product of extremes is equal to product of means. Extreme means first and last. You have seen 18 multiplied 28. See here 18 multiplied 28 means this term multiplied by this is equal to this term multiplied by this. So here we got product of extremes is equal to product of means. First multiply 4 is equal to second multiply third. That is the important result we have to remember. If four terms are in proportion, first and last terms product, it is equal to product of middle two terms. In ratio, we talked about both the terms should be of same kind. In proportion, it is not necessary that all four terms should be of same kind. These first two terms of same kind, next two terms must be of same type. So here comes now continued proportion, our next type. In normal proportion, we have taken four terms. In continued proportion, continuity means the second term is repeated. So here comes only three terms. Three terms A, B and C are in continued proportion. If A ratio B, see we are continuing B. A ratio B is equal to B ratio C. Or we can say, instead of equal, you can mark here 4 dots. How we read it? A ratio B is proportional to B ratio C. Or A over B is equal to B over C, cross multiplying. Here you got product of ends, product of extremes, that is A cross C. When you multiply the means, you got here B square. See, here we are multiplying the means. It means B is the middle value. So what we got? B square equal to AC, that is B equal to under root AC. As B is the middle value, here middle term B is called mean proportional. Here is the first sum from your exercise. See, first term is given, second is given. First ratio is proportional to second ratio, and there is the unknown value. How to find this unknown value? We know when two ratios are in proportion, means two ratios are equal. We have a result. Product of means is equal to product of extremes. Students, don't worry about means or extremes. If the middle value is missing, we will start with the formula product of means is equal to product of extremes. If suppose x is there in the end, then I will start with product of extremes is equal to product of means. Here my middle value is missing. So what I am taking, product of means is equal to product of extremes. So means means middle values, second and third. Extremes means first and fourth. This is your first value, this is your second, third and fourth. Feed the values, second 2.5, third, first and then fourth. Here we have to find x. Take this 2.5 to other side. It is multiplied here. Moving to next side, it will be divided here. Removing the decimals, we got here 10, here also 10, because both the decimals are removed. Removing this, on the numerator you got 10. Removing this, you got 10 here. Now cancelling it, changing in the lowest form, you got here 84 by 5. Dividing 84 by 5, you got your result 16.8. Means your x is equal to 16.8. My dear students, in the same way, using the formulas, we can solve the exercise. So go through the examples and then start trying your exercise. Keep good practice. Thank you. God bless you.